Robert Smith. Hey, thanks for clicking on this third and final video of the series of Riot Fest 2023 Chi-Town. This will be Old Man's review of everything that went on that day. What a day it was, Sunday, the final day. Not making this video Sunday night. I was tired. I'm over 50. Standing for like 12 hours a day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I needed Sunday night rest, so it's Monday morning. I've got a little more energy to talk about the fantastic bands. Let's start right at... so I wake up and I get on the choo-choo train to go take me into the city because I don't want to clog up the local area with a car. Like I said, eco-friendly, be considerate of the people that live in Douglas Park. And I get off and immediately some kid was like, we're talking, he's like, hey, they're not opening gates till 2. Now it rained the night before, drilled a little in the morning, a little drizzlies, but I believe the reason being was because in the field that everyone's going to stand in were big puddles and they were waiting for them to subside a little bit. Sucks. I feel sorry for all the opening bands because those first bands, it's probably like the largest show some of them are going to have for a while. You know, playing Riot Fest, you're all psyched up and then you don't get to play because it drizzled. It sucks, but it is what it is. So every band from noon to 2 was canceled. The fest was going to start at 2 and then everyone was just going to pray to whatever gods they believe in, or if they don't, that it wouldn't rain anymore and, you know, ruin the field even more. The thing that sucks about me, well, two things sucked. One thing is I was walking with these two kids and we got off the train and down the steps, and sure enough, a car, I think it was intentional, and if I ever find you, we have problems. But car swerved to make sure that all its weight was going to go into that puddle. Psh, spray. Two girls in front of me got nailed. I just had half the side of me. It looked like somebody shot me with a blast of mud, and it's like, thanks for that. Not much changed. A lot of people don't like us punk rockers walking around. But yeah, whatever. That was a great way to start today. And I'm standing in line for like, what, 2 hours? Because, yeah, I learned last minute that stuff isn't going to open up. The only thing that really made me upset about that whole opening thing was I was going to see my friend's band, the Smoking Popes. Been supporting them ever since they came out. 92, this came out, but I was into them probably 91, I believe, was their EPs. And, man, I wish I had the inoculator one. Had it in my hand so many times. I'm like, oh, I'll just buy it tomorrow. Here we are a million years later, and it's like well over $100 if you want to get it. Been a big fan of theirs. So disappointed. I've seen them a million times, but I just wanted to see them. Wanted to start my day with Smoking Popes. Let's start our day with some Smoking Popes. I hope I don't get sued for using music. You know how YouTube's is. But the Smoking Popes get fired first. Full length. I tell you, I've been following them their whole darn career. I got tons of vinyl. This is primarily, if you're clicking on these videos for Riot Fest, what I do here is toys and vinyl. That's what this channel is about. So I'm going to show lots of vinyl. Destination Failure on vinyl there. Ooh, didn't even know. Look, got a little autography there. What we got? It's been a long day. I've got tons of Pope stuff. This is only a test. Is this the one that has college on it? Yeah, college. Slow jam. For you kids out there, you know, not sure if you want to go to college in that age range. The song College on this record, man, it is pretty. Great song. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of you have heard Smoking Popes, crying out loud. Oh, I got other Smoking Popes. Got the latest one. Yeah, so they got tons of good stuff. Straight ahead rock and roll, pop punk, whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit soothing and sappy and good for the soul. Smoking Popes. So they open up at 2. Went right, I was starving. Went right for a big slice of cheese pizza. Big slice of cheese pizza is going to cost you $15 at Riot Fest. Whatever, you got to do it. Went past the band Thursday. I've always heard of them. I've probably seen them before in shows. So I listened to Thursday, listened to some songs. It was good stuff. After Thursday, I went to see the Cults. Cults are a duo. Well, it's a full band on the stage, but I believe they just operate primarily as a duo from New York City. Came out in 2010. They have 4 LPs. He goes by, I believe, Brian Oblivion, which is kind of crazy because I was known as Brian Oblivion for like 12 years of my life, and people kind of still refer to me as Brian Oblivion. So, again, another one to put in that bag of, we're going to have words. No, have fun with the name. Yeah, I like their music. Seeing them live, certain bands that are kind of slow and moody like that, like the female singer just kept swishing. Sometimes live, I don't really need to see a band like that. I can listen to their music. And yeah, I may buy some of their stuff. I wanted something, I was angry. So, perfect. Earth Crisis, which is a Syracuse, New York hardcore metal punk band. I listened to a few of their songs. The problem I have with hardcore, I like hardcore punk to be hardcore punk. I don't like when heavy metal sounding like guitars or kind of those tones creep in. I love heavy metal. I love punk. I love some hardcore. I don't like the blending very much. I don't like a lot of bands blend. But I did enjoy it. It fit its purpose of like, being angry for a little bit, some Earth Crisis. But then I wanted to calm back down, so I went back to the Cults. And listen to them a little bit more. That's the great thing about Riot Fest. You're always just a short little walk away from another mood. So I held my ground across from the Cults because I wanted to see the Black Angels when I reviewed like kind of their music when I was looking through to see who I would see. I kind of liked it. To me, I would say they sound like if Oasis formed in Texas, which is where they're from, these guys. Let's see, what do I have for them? I have, formed in 2004, 6 LPs. So if you're a fan of that band, let me know in the comments below what LP I should start with from the Black Angels. I really like them. I wanted to see Balance and Composure and Fleshwater. So that was there's twice today where across the board I wanted to check out all the bands, but where I was just made sense to hold put and check out Black Angels. So I do want to check those other bands out on YouTube's. After that, like I said, held my position so I could look across again to Ride. Great, long-time shoegazing English band, Ride. Listened to about 3 of their slow jams for a while. And then I wanted to kind of leave that area to go to LS Dunes, the singer from Circa Survive. I have almost all their albums, I think. I know I have 1 on vinyl and 2 or 3 of their CDs. I've seen them at Riot Fest maybe 2 times, for sure 1. The singer has a very distinctive higher range voice, so it's pretty interesting. Of course, the guitar player, which is why a lot of these young kids are, it was pretty crowded for them. Frank from My Chemical Romance. Is the guitar player in that. It's like a super group of all these people. I think the drummer's from Thursday even. So yeah, it's like people from all these bands. And it's not good. To me, it's hard to not sound like Circa Survive because his vocals is so unique. But yeah, so I wouldn't mind checking some of their studio work out. I stayed for a few of their songs. I think I stayed for 3 of their songs because I knew I wanted to go around the corner and see AFI. AFI, I've known about for a long time. Band I was in, the Bowievils, back then, I don't know, 93, 94. We played with them in Reno, Nevada on tour. We were on tour, and they were still like that young hardcore group, AFI, and it was fun. That was a weird show. If you ever meet me in person, you tell me what happened. You ask me to tell you what happened after that show in Reno, Nevada, because it's a funny tour story. Not for here. No. Yeah, AFI, and they've changed. They went on a major label stuff. Let's see. Oh, some more. This is Josh from the Popes. That's his record there. But yeah. So Sing the Sorrow. So yeah, I always knew AFI being this hardcore band, and then out of nowhere I see a video. I was at a bar, and up on the TV they were playing a video for one of the songs off of Sing for Sorrow. Sing the Sorrow. Man, I suck at words. Sing the Sorrow. And I think they're playing the Leaving Song Part 2. And it was just really good on Silver and Coal. This is a classic record. Probably my favorite from AFI. I like AFI on this style more than they. I think as a young hardcore band, I had to Fly an Ointment 7-inch. I've sold that on eBay. But as a young hardcore band, they were just another hardcore band. I think here they kind of found a unique kind of sound to them, so it's really good. I'm really glad. And recently, this was like $200. I only paid $120 for it, but it goes for a lot. This is a pressing, vinyl pressing of December Underground. They played, so yeah, the first 4 songs they did, I loved them all, and I was really happy, but I was like, in my head, way back, and I didn't know, I knew Flogging Molly was playing, but only like a day before, because I just saw AFI in this time slot. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to check out AFI. I saw them open up Smashing Pumpkins not too long ago. It was a weird bill, but I've seen them play, and I was like, I don't know, I'm hearing something. Oh, that's right. Drunken Lullabies was like, you can kind of hear it back in your head, like Flogging Molly. I kind of want to be happy, because I know later I'm going to The Cure, so right now, maybe AFI is not for me. I'm going to go check out Flogging Molly. Great choice. Nothing against AFI. I just needed another mood. And Flogging Molly was just killing it. Killing it as always. Mr. Dave King. He used to be a band called Fastway. All the heavy metal people that watch this channel know that. The soundtrack for Trick or Treat is an awesome one. But after that, yeah, he's formed Flogging Molly in the year 2000. In the year 2000, I got this little CD, a promo CD, when I used to review music for Punk Planet. So it's just that. I got promo sheets. I always toss the promo sheets to the side, because I wanted everything to start with a blank slate. I didn't want the promo sheet to be like, this person used to be in this band, and this person's really cooler than you think they are, and this person, I didn't want to read anything about it. I just wanted the music to do the talking, as Aerosmith said. So yeah, so I put this on, and what a fresh sound of the Irish and the punk all blending in and really fast-paced stuff, and I love it. Sing-along stuff, it was perfect, because at the time I was kind of listening to, like, you know, pop punk band after pop punk band after pop punk band after pop punk band. It just all becomes, so this is really good. So then I sought them out, saw them in Florida soon after that came out. Years later, of course, bought the 20th anniversary of Swagger on vinyl, a big set here, big box set. They have, what is the Flogging Molly up? The 7 LPs. Just today, bought their most recent LP. So here, Drunken Lullabies, of course, also Drunken Lullabies. And I was like, damn, I'm going to sit here for a while and jig around. Irish jig around here. And they announced they're going to play Whistles the Wind.
Sweeping me back here to stay. Can winners be losers?
And it was just a slow sway. Oh, hit the mood. Perfect. Song after song, they're always amazing. If you just need a little kick in the butt, and if you're Irish or not, or 10% or 20%, I think I'm like 40% Irish, 25, 30. I've been to Ireland, so there. And you just need it. You just need it in your soul. And it's good stuff. Flogging Molly, excellent band live. Almost stayed for all their set, but I had a lot of friends that are like, don't miss Gorilla Biscuits. Now, they're a hardcore band from New York. Formed, I think, in '86. A lot of people know them because their singer went on to Civ. Civ had one big MTV hit for a while. And my friends used to have their shirts all the time. And they were playing an album play of their classic, Start Today. So yeah, stayed for the first 3 songs of that. It was really great. I was going to stay for longer, and then I thought, you know what? I changed my mind. I was originally just going to sit way back in the lawn, listen to The Cure. I was like, I bought the poster. I want to experience it. I'm going to go close. I'm going to go past like 500,000 people and try to get really close to The Cure. So I left Gorilla Biscuits, walked through the massive crowd, and just started to go. Now, I'm not one of these people, the jerk people that just push for no reason. I find a little open spot. I walk there. I look up. Oh, that person's leaving. I walk there. You got to be curious when you're in a crowd of that. Not a lot of jerks, but just a few jerks can spoil it. So you always want to be nice. As I got up to that area, the Dresden Dolls were still playing. I don't know anything about them.
Is it enough to have some love? Small enough to slip inside a book.
American musical duo from Boston, Massachusetts, formed in 2000. Amanda Palmer, yeah, she was playing the piano. They did a great version of the fight. You got to fight for your right to party. And joining them on bass was a girl that has played with Hole and Smashing Pumpkins. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, and the drummer is really, really good. Now, the band, the keyboard led with pounding drums. They did War Pigs by Black Sabbath. That was I like their covers. They had this other song, the Automatic Boy. So I like that. I probably was good with that. They're a band that I would just probably need an EP from or a little snippet from. I would not probably want to listen to like 10 songs in a row of that kind of style. A little too theatric. They look too much like mimes. I'm more from, was it Shakes the Clown, Clown School, where you beat up the mimes. Don't beat up mimes. But anyway, so yeah, it was entertaining. I was there anyway, holding a spot, trying to get closer for the Cure. Side stage that across the way was the Mars Volta. That's a band that's had a long career from El Paso, Texas, like 8 albums. Really good stuff. Another band, tell me in the comments below, I don't know any of their stuff, the Mars Volta. Let me know where to start with them, because that was a great music. It was kind of like this, I don't know, it's punk rock, but soothing jazzy stuff. And like, just, I don't know, it's really good. Really good stuff. I want to check them out. Now, the reason why I bring them up, Cedric, the singer, and why I have this, he said, I'm going to name, my top 3 Chicago punk bands. And my ear was like, oh, is it? And then number 1 was the Vindictives. Yes, a shout out at Riot Fest to the Vindictives. If they would ever do like get some people in the band, do a reunion or some sorts, that would be great at Riot Fest. The Vindictives, punk band. This came out in '91. Joey Vindictive and the boys. My friend Billy Blastoff joined them shortly after this. For early time, they were known because Ben Weasel, Screeching Weasel, was in the band, but they didn't need that to help promote the band. They were just great on their own, the Vindictives. They've released tons of 7-inches, tons of CDs, tons of albums. The stuff always doesn't get repressed, so it is expensive sometimes. You want to find the older pressings of things, but the Vindictives, he said it for a reason. They are a great, straight-ahead, snotty punk rock band. The second band he mentioned that all you people should listen to that went to Riot Fest is Trenchmouth. Now, Trenchmouth, they get a lot of attention because of Fred Armisen, the guy who did Saturday Night Live and all the other shows. Fred Armisen. He's a great comedian. He was a drummer in this band. And he would talk a lot in between songs and tell jokes. You're like, well, you better stick to drumming in here. He's made a total career as a comedian. But yeah, Trenchmouth, amazing. They're hard to describe. You just want to listen to it. So look up YouTube, Trenchmouth, kick your mind and make it move. Riot Fest, whether you know it or not, was built on the back of Chicago punk. The early shows of it was pretty much just Chicago punk, and it got popular enough. So in a way, the whole thing owes itself a lot to Chicago punk rock. Oh, make it a ray gun shirt, see? So yeah. So last and not least, I'm in my way, and then, it was not like it was last year for My Chemical Romance where you had no space. And if you were going to exhale, inhale, you lost that space of breathing. There was just no way to go. The Cure, people were your shoulders were going to rub against someone, your shoes probably going to step on somebody once in a while, but you had a few inches of space around you, so it wasn't totally insane. I was like 13th row on the side, so that was good. There's only like 12 people in front of me. I had a really short girl on this side of me, a guy with a cap, but then he eventually tilted his head that way. Boom, perfect sight. The Cure took the stage. I was so happy. And the Cure was special to me. In the early 80s, or the mid 80s, Cure, formed and all that, I wasn't into them. I wasn't into the alternative scene. The people that would wear their shirts in high school, I was kind of like, psh, sure, you don't want to wear a Rat shirt or a Testament shirt. What are you wearing here, And then, and I bought their compilation, Boys Don't Cry, on cassette. Played it, like a few of the songs, but it just wasn't for me. I'm like, why do people want to be sad? Music is about party. Woo! And then 1989 came along. It was not a good year for me. Graduated high school, uncertainty about the future. Fall turns around, I lose my grandma, my favorite grandma. I lose my father within like 4 weeks of each other. And I went to a party, and I just wasn't feeling like talking to anyone, but I knew I had to get out of the house. And at this party, my two friends shared like this loft in Chicago. It was on like Grand Avenue and Western. I forget. Anyway, there was a room, people are talking, hanging out with alternative girls with their jet black hair, all talking, hanging out. This is winter '89. And I swear, there was just this sitting on a cassette player or a CD player. I didn't have CDs at the time. I think it was the last person in the world to have CDs. And I was like, oh, Cure, yeah, I had this band. And I put it in there. And there's sometimes that music, I don't want to say changes your life, but it hits you where it needs to hit you. And all of a sudden, I got it. I was in a very depressed spot in my life. And listening to kind of depressing music was the best thing for it. In a way, it just hit me where I needed to be hit. And I finally got the Cure. I got why people love the band, why they worship Robert Smith. And it was just, I'm like, oh yeah, I like the Cure. So I called up all the people I made fun of high school, and I thought, no, I was like, whatever. Oops, sorry. They're actually pretty good. This one girl I used to tease her all the time. She used to wear a Pill shirt, and I was like, Pill? She also wore Smiths. I was like, nerd! And now I love all those bands. Oh, if you're watching, oops. It was the heavy metal kids. They influenced me. But yeah, the Cure. So happy to see them. Riot Fest 2014, I only listened to 2 or 3 of their songs. For some reason, I don't know if I was leaving or something, or I wanted to go see the Descendants. 2014 Humboldt Park, Cure played. Probably only saw like 3 songs and really far away and just walked away. This time I wanted the experience to be totally different, and it totally was. Stayed for the whole set, whole 2 hours. Perfect set. I would have loved A Letter to Elise. It's probably my favorite Cure song. But they did Pictures of You. It's kind of the same mood. It was just great. Robert Smith is 62 years old. A lot of people would consider him an icon. And I just look at people, they're musicians, they're just humans. I don't really worship anyone, but the group knows how to use a few notes, and really with keyboard or the guitar, really know how to put those notes in place to make great songs. I was really happy with them. Great way to end the weekend. Great way to end Riot Fest. Came out, to an encore. They played Boys Don't Cry, which really brought me back to when I owned that tape. Killing an Arab also was on that tape. Online, you're going to hear people say it was an amazing Cure show. Who'd thought the Cure in summer 2023 is still just killing it.
Thank you. See you again.